Welcome to part 2 of my reaction to Between the Wheels from the Rush album, Grace Under Pressure. Just listen to that all the way through. That is part 1. Link for that video in the description below. We're going to talk about this track, you guys. We're going to talk about the album. And, yeah, first things first. Like I said, end of part 1. This is an all-time, one of my favorite tracks from any band, any genre, anything ever. I have always loved this track. And couple things that I really love. I love the synths, how they're, during the verse, they're kind of just like hitting on these chords and they're kind of just droning a little bit there, just kind of being there, just making this big, nasty presence. And then it is such a big sound when Alex is doing these arpeggios, and it's just this walking progression. His guitar tone and the effects that are on it just make it so massive. And then you have these really actually pretty beautiful chords, but then the way that Geddy Lee sings over them is just musical perfection to me. It's always been that way. It's always got me kind of like emotional. It's always made me just have these just really deep feelings that I don't really know how to put into words. But it's just been one of those musical things that has always just really like just, I guess, touched me, I don't know how else to describe it. And lest I forget, that guitar solo. So not only is this one of my favorite tracks from any band ever, this is one of my all-time favorite guitar solos because the way it comes in, it immediately grabs your attention, it immediately hits. And his playing is just beautiful. The pinch harmonics, the way that some of the notes die off a little bit, the hammers, the pulls, the technique, everything is just so good. And it's a pretty lengthy guitar solo. And that, of course, makes it just that much better, and it gets bonus points. But, the tone is just so beautiful. And at the end there, oh man, just so good. And then coming out of the solo, when Geddy Lee comes back in with he says the wheels, when he first says that word, it's just so perfect. It's such a good transition back into that chorus. It's just a masterpiece, you guys. I don't know how y'all feel about this song, but for me, not only is it my favorite track on the album, which, by the way, it's been a really good album, it's just from a sitting and listening and enjoying and just feeling standpoint, it's my favorite Rush track ever. I mean, it's just that good to me. I really love it, you guys. Love it. Can't say enough about this song. And like I said, you've probably heard me reference it a dozen or two times on my other videos and stuff, just because it gets stuck in my head and it's just beautiful. Anyway, the album as a whole, you guys, absolutely fantastic. And I said it before, but I don't understand why younger me didn't like this album. I did not give it a fair chance. That's the only explanation that I can come up with. Good guitar solos. I love the synths. I love the whole sound. I love the vibe of the album, as I would say. So, yeah, huge thumbs up for me, or from me, for this album, because it's really good. Like I said, I loved Signals, and this just, to me, kind of one-ups it a little bit. It's just a little bit better, maybe all the way around, in my opinion. So, well, that's gonna wrap up this album, you guys. It's been a lot of fun. It's been another journey through another album, and a lot of enjoyment and a lot of really good music. So let me know what your favorite track on this album was. Let me know if there's any that you absolutely love, and let me know if there's any that you just really don't care for. because it seems like the majority consensus is that you guys pretty much like all of them. But I do definitely see some comments where people are like, never got behind this song, never got behind this one. So let me know your favorite, let me know your least favorite, and let me know what you're looking forward to as far as the next album, so I know, what to be listening for going into that. So we're going to wrap this up, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you so much for joining for this whole album. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you in the next album, and I'll see you in future videos.